Hi, this is Doug with IdahoMMA.com. I'm here with Scott Thometz with Combat Fitness and Twisted Genetics. Thanks for your time, Scott. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Now, Scott, this is a getting to know who you are and how you got started in mixed martial arts. Why don't you tell us your beginning?
I wrestled my whole life. So when I joined the Army, I missed the competitive edge of that. So I got into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and started competing and really invested myself in that. And then eventually it was more, how do I convince my chain of command to let me fight, was the issue, moving into MMA. Eventually I got that all figured out and started fighting. About a year left in my Army career, and then that's what I've been doing since.
So now, how long has that been?
So I've been fighting professionally for 4 years now. I've been training it for about 7, doing jits for about 10. And like I said, I've wrestled since I was a little kid. So a lot of years, my whole life, been doing combat sports.
Well, you know, speaking of wrestling, you know, we're coming up to the wrestling season right now, you know, and that's a big, huge foundation, especially with the athletes here at Combat Fitness. Tell me how important you think that is for the youngsters that want to get into mixed martial arts to get into wrestling.
I think it's one of the most important things to do, strictly for a fact of going in and going through wrestling practice and getting that mental tenacity and grinding it out, and getting other individuals to do it with you. There's only one place you're ever going to find that, and that's a wrestling practice. And I'll tell you what, I'm one of the few people to admit it, but I hate wrestling. It sucks. I'm good at it, and I did it my whole life, but it's tiring and it sucks, and that's why I got good at jits. It's a little bit more laid back and take a little bit more easy. But wrestling's tough. I'm glad I got good at it when I was younger, invested the time, and now I can spend time doing stuff that I enjoy a little bit more.
Well, now you wear a lot of different caps over here at Combat Fitness, and one of the things that I've noticed doing videos, especially when you're right next to me, is sort of like you call the action. I mean, in your words, it's like a human video game. You know, how fun is that for you?
I love cornering. I love coaching. I love it almost, if not as much as fighting. That's what I'm going to do long after I'm done fighting, is be here and be coaching, and I love teaching and influencing the young fighters, and not just helping them with fighting, but helping them with life. And you know, a lot of these kids are going through a lot of different scenarios with being young in the military and young in college and just graduating high school and their first pregnancies and stuff. And so it's fun kind of helping guide them through life and being that old soul in the gym that's always offering, wise words to people and trying to help them out in the situation. And it's a family here, and that's the way I treat it, and it's fun. Both have the jits family and the fight family, and they're all combined, and everybody gets along. Big family in the gym.
Well, now let's get down to business. You're going to be having a fight with Bellator MMA on September 27th.
Yep.
Congratulations. That's one of the top organizations in the United States. Tell me about that fight.
It took a long time to get my shot. Finally got it. Have to fight up a weight class. Fighting at 155. Not a big deal. I walk about that. So just coming there, strong and ready, and get after it. Fighting another jits guy, black belt, by name Brent Primus. I know he's well-rounded. Haven't really watched too much video on him, but so am I. So just go in there, fight the fight wherever it takes us, on the feet, on the ground, in the clinch. Excited, Wait a long time for this opportunity, and it's finally here. So ready to take advantage of it.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see that fight. I think that's going to be on Spike TV. Being a pro fighter, what advice, you've got a lot of amateur fighters that are coming up, and what advice would you give them starting out?
Two things. First off, the cliche, stay in the gym. I can't stress enough. Make it your job. I don't want to hear excuses from my fighters. I don't want to. I had to work. Make this a priority. Stop partying at night. Come train. make it a priority in your life, and your fight career will go much better. But second off, one thing that I see, especially here on the local circuit in Boise, is I just wish amateurs would take some time between their fights to learn and get better and become a better fighter, and maybe add something to their strategy. You see some of the fighters fight every 2 weeks, every month. They don't give themselves time to get better. They're in shape and they fight well, but they never progress. So I'd really like some of these amateurs to learn that lesson and develop themselves a little bit better. But, that's about, that's what I'd do if I was them.
Well, that's some pretty good advice. Is there anybody you'd like to thank out there? I know you've got a lot of sponsors. Being a professional athlete, you've got sponsors that you want to thank.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Intimidation Clothing. They're sponsoring me this fight, and Cruise Combat. They're making my shorts for the fight. My chiropractor, just the gym. Alfred, of course, with Fight Path. Getting them all in. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few. I got a bad memory. Sorry about that, guys.
I'm good. How are you?
But yeah, just Jesse Brock's been really putting in a lot of extra work with me. Hours every day. So I really want to give him a special thanks, and just the rest of the crew, the Jits family and the Fight family down here that grind it out with me every day. So.
Well, right on. Today is one of those days. It's September 11th. And I know that you've served this country as an Army Ranger and a Paratrooper. On behalf of myself and all the Idaho MMA fans, I want to thank you for serving the United States of America. Thank you. Scott, I really appreciate your time. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I really can't wait to see you fight, and wish you the best of luck, and we'll catch you later.
Excellent. Have a good one.